I'm Volodymyr Panchenko. I'm the CEO and founder of DMarket, a revolutionary blockchain-based marketplace to enable trading of in-game and virtual items in any game on any platform. It enables a new cluster of economy costing hundreds of billions of dollars for 2 billion and even more gamers all over the planet. When we first came up and successfully raised in August, a lot of different other teams started chasing us. But at this moment, we're around 7 months ahead of any other team building the same. We already delivered the blockchain network. It's live. We already delivered the first version of the blockchain of the marketplace, where you can already trade your virtual items. And a lot of traders are already making thousands of dollars of profits. We also signed AAA game developers who are supporting, and their games will appear on our marketplace at the end of the first quarter of 2018. But that is not why Mr. Dr. Mo Levin invited me to speak here. Actually, the last decade in my life, I spent in the gaming industry. I was building businesses which brought me first million, seconds, and etc. I'm the biggest private seller of games in the world. Even the past year, we sold around 6 to 7 different digital game copies. Around 18 months ago, we started a new project, Skins Cash, a marketplace to trade in-game items. In 6 months, it was the second largest on the planet. And at that time, I was already investing big in crypto. That experience, combined with the last year I spent creating the market, delivering the blockchain-based network, speaking on all the conferences with people, with other CEOs of other blockchain-based platforms, I want to share with you a couple of key things which will help you avoid or at least detect the risks when you will be willing to invest in an ICO project. The first from those three things is team quality. I'm 100% sure most of you already started evaluating that, but we always underestimate how important the team is for the project you're investing or thinking to invest. Imagine that you are willing to build a house. It could be a house of your dream or a house you're willing to sell in a year or two. What will you do first? You will go to the market and seek for the team who is the best, who delivered the most houses, the best houses, who has the better reputation and can do a better job for your money. But there is a chance that the best team on the market is currently not really available for the new orders. What will you do next? You will go and evaluate other teams, other companies who can bring a better value for your buck. If some other teams or projects or construction firms will approach you with the offers, and you will check the background of their CEO, of their main engineers, designers, and etc. And all those people, a couple of months ago, were selling herrings on the market. Will you consider their offer interesting? That is why the same thing is very important in ICOs you are looking at. Check the background of the team. Whether they have the appropriate and the same experience in the same industry they're doing the project. Have they ever delivered the project in the industry they're now doing an ICO? Another very important part of team quality is documents. When you see this guy, he doesn't look having a lot of fun, definitely. But here, we all believe that only reading the documents is the key to success and the key to successful investment and job. So please, everybody, read the white papers of the project you are thinking to invest. Even if you're not really very familiar with the industry, you will be able to detect critical falses in the white papers. What I have seen is when, for example, there is a project, they're saying, we're building a base on the Mars in 6 months. I'm reading their white paper. I'm not really a rocket scientist, but when they are in the white paper, sometimes calling it a Mars base, sometimes a Venice base, and sometimes they're saying we're building on in Miami Beach. So that is a little bit suspicious. Another very important thing is to check whether the team have ever delivered the product, as I told you. And another thing, another example, by the way, a couple of weeks ago, there was a story. Another project already raised millions of dollars before. 2 weeks ago, their white paper was checked online. And you know what? It returned that 70% of the text in their white paper was stolen from other projects. If you knew that before investing, wouldn't that make you a little bit suspicious? So after you check the background of the team, you check their product deliveries in the past and right now, because the best is when they have at least the beta, alpha, or demo version of the product. Then you check their documents. So right now, in your head, you have a picture of the perfect team which has to build your house. I bet it looks a little bit different from that. To make it happen, that's why I'm here. Number 2, the second important key point, is transactions transparency. Even a year ago, when you were investing in ICO projects, there was one transparent and shared for everybody Ethereum wallet. I can check every transaction coming in and every token distributed out for every transaction. If the project was saying, we gathered $50 million, I can go to the address scan, check their wallet, and see, is that truth or not? Today, only few from thousands of other projects will give you the transparency of transactions. Why this is important? I'll give you an example. When the guys say, we gathered 50 million, we sold the tokens for 50 million, and you bought 50 million piece of their tokens. At the moment, you should have the 10% of all the tokens this product created. But if the project actually had only your 5 millions, nothing more, they just say we gathered 50 millions, you should have like 100% of the tokens. You should own the company and own all their tokens. This is not going to happen. They're selling you fake. They're selling you something which costs a lot less than you are paying for. When you're coming to the guy like that and trying to buy a Rolex, does that look like an official store, like an official retailer, or the bigger chance to buy a real Rolex is an actual mall, when you can find the store, you can find the papers, and actually buy a real Rolex. Honestly, I did buy 2 times in my life watches from the guy like that. First time I was too young, and the story was very, very trustworthy, and the price was very seductive. So, OK, my friends still are laughing on me with that story. But second time is different. The second time, I already earned my first money for the real Rolex watch. But I wanted to buy a cheap fake one to try them out on my hand, to see how they look like, do I like it, and etc. That was my decision. I knew where I was going and what I am buying for. So this is exactly the same situation. If you see the project with hidden transactions, not transparent, and etc., you have to evaluate it appropriately. Another very important thing is seductive discounts. I've seen websites with listings where you can see all the projects coming to the ICO and arrange them by the number of discount. Seriously, people are choosing which project to buy tokens for your own money you made by the amount of discount. Seriously, run away in the other direction. I'll explain why. When you come to the jewelry store and they say, we're selling you a gold ingot for just $70 when it costs 100, this is 30% discount, very good discount. You're thinking, wow, 30%, they're selling me a gold bar with such big discount. But then the next thought which has to pop up in your head is that 2 weeks ago, the same guys finished another round called public pre-sale, giving a bigger discount to everybody, coming with a check from $10,000 to $50,000, and they already sold like 20 million of those gold bars with a completely different price, with a discount of 60%. So it costed them $40. So right now, where you're coming and paying 70, actually you're paying $30 more than 20 million of other people. But even that is not the end. Because there was always another round of investments called family, friends, and big funds with big checks. What was the discount there? 80%, 90%? So when you're coming to the project and they gather 20 million with the funds, 20 million with pre-sale, and now you're coming looking, wow, 30%, they give me so big discount. I'm not sure that you will choose it wisely when you know that the actual price is $25 at the moment. So buying a gold bar with 70, you will have at least to wait when their gold bars will raise 3 times in the price to have at least your money back. Again, it doesn't mean that you don't have to invest, but you have to check it and to make your decision wisely. So when you see at least 2 of those 3 points in a project you're willing to invest, it should bring to your attention that something happening is not right. With discounts, it's very important, and remember it forever. If somebody is approaching you with a good discount, the actual product, the good here, is you. When you see like 3 out of 3, it should raise an alert in your head. Nobody will come and save us from all the murky world of the ICOs. SEC is coming, they will help all unexperienced people, all housewives and etc. But here, we all are doing it professionally. We all are experienced investors. We have to think with our own brains, make our own decisions, and think twice or even 3 times, especially when you see 3 out of 3. One great poet, James Riley, once said, when you see a bird which walks like a duck, swims like a duck, and quacks like a duck, that bird I call a duck. The same thing with ICO projects. When you see something is not wrong, something is wrong, something is wrong, at least call it a duck and make an appropriate decision. I really wish you, everybody here, that all your rewards will be always at least 100 times more than the risk you take. Come next hour, I'll be over there at the coffee stand and ready to discuss any further questions you will have. Thank you very much.